Hi children, welcome to the science class. In today's class we are going to discuss about different types of forces. Forces are mainly of two types. They are called contact forces and non-contact forces. What are contact forces and non-contact forces? In the previous classes we studied that forces are produced due to interaction of objects. So if two objects are in contact with each other, that force is called a contact force. To apply force or force comes into action when there is contact between two objects. That force is called a contact force. For example, if you want to take a glass of water, you have to touch the glass. Without touching the glass, you cannot lift the glass. So there should be contact between two objects, your hand and the glass. If you want to take a book, if you want to take school bag, if you want to push a table, in all these cases, we have to apply force on another object. That means there should be two objects in contact with each other. If you want to push a car, if you simply stand behind the car and looking at that car, will it move? No, definitely no. So we have to touch the object and after that we have to apply the force. So forces exerted due to contact between two objects is called a contact force. And if there is no contact needed, the force comes into action even if there is no contact between two objects, that is called a non-contact force. So we will be studying about contact force and non-contact force in detail. First of all, we are going to study about contact forces. Contact forces, there are two examples. They are, the first example is called muscular force. Muscular force. That's a common example. We are daily using that, applying the force, muscular force. What is muscular force? The force exerted due to the action of muscles is called a muscular force. I already gave the examples: lifting water, drawing water from well, taking a glass of water, pushing a table. For all these activities, we have to utilize our muscles. So, the force exerted due to the action of muscles is called a muscular force. Animals also exert muscular force. Bull or cart. The bullock exerts the muscular force to pull the cart. So, animals also exert muscular force. In our daily activities, we are using muscular force. When you are playing cricket, football, everywhere, the ball moves when there is contact between your body and the ball. So these are the common examples for muscular force. So one of the examples of contact force is muscular force. The next example is frictional force. So no force we are studying. The second chapter of physics mainly deals with the frictional force. In that chapter we will be studying detail. So in this chapter I will be giving a small introduction of what is muscular force. What are the examples? Consider a ball rolling through the floor. We know that after some time the ball will stop. What is the reason? We studied different effects of force. One of the effects of force can move an object and force can stop an object. Here, when the ball is rolling through the floor, who is stopping the ball? Actually, we cannot see any force acting on the ball, but normally its speed reduces and it stops after a certain time. And the force that stops the ball is frictional force. So what is frictional force? When an object moves over the surface of another object, there is a force which opposes the motion. That force is called a frictional force. When an object moves over the surface of another object, for example, a ball is moving over the floor. So floor is one object, ball is another object, both are in contact with each other. And this movement, when this ball moves through the floor exerts a force on the ball in a direction opposite to the direction of movement of the ball. That means when the ball is moving in the forward direction, the frictional force acts in the backward direction. The aim of frictional force is to stop the object. So the force acts in a direction opposite to the direction of motion. That force is called the frictional force. The frictional force comes into effect when you are walking. When you are walking over the floor or when you are walking through the road. You are applying a force in the backward direction. When you are walking using your legs, you are applying a force on the floor in the backward direction. So as a result, the floor exerts a force on your body in the forward direction. And that force is called a frictional force. And with the frictional force, we can walk, we can run. So we are utilizing frictional force in our daily life. When you are walking, when you are writing. When you are writing with a pen, there is a frictional force between your hand and the pen, between the pen and the paper. So you will be studying about the definition of frictional force detail in the next chapter. Okay. So now you study what is frictional force. Frictional force is a force which comes into effect whenever an object moves over the surface of another object. And this aim of the frictional force is to stop the object or stop the movement of the object. So in which direction the object is moving, opposite direction the frictional force acts. So these are the two examples for contact forces. These are some of the examples for contact forces: lifting a glass of water, kicking football, moving the desk by pushing. If you want to type something on the keyboard, we have to apply force on the keys, moving a chess pieces. These are the examples for contact forces. Muscular force and frictional force are two examples of contact forces. So I hope you understood this video. Next class we will be discussing about non-contact forces.